Britain is, in essence, a monarchy, not a democracy. Much of Britain still operates on a system of unelected power.
And at its centre are the Windsors, the old aristocracy, and their vast wealth.
Just as in medieval times, the royal family live a life of unfettered privilege, with British taxpayers funding their lavish existence.
I mean, where do we get off on this argument? Only one family, and by the way, a highly unrepresentative family, has the right to a seat at the head of stateship of our country. Now, I think that is a fundamentally flawed argument, and I don't know how it can be used in the modern world.
The idea of a hereditary ruler is as absurd as the idea of a hereditary mathematician.
Officially, the royal family cost British taxpayers £40 million a year, but that's just the tip of a very large iceberg. The royal palaces are maintained by the taxpayer, even private ones, such as Balmoral. Windsor Castle is theirs too, except, of course, when it burnt down, when the bill for rebuilding it also fell on the public purse. Their wealth includes the vast royal art collection, which is worth billions of pounds and belongs to the British people, yet the people aren't allowed to see it.
The only serious argument that defenders of the monarchy can muster nowadays is that the royals are good for tourism, and even that is suspect.
They're not good for tourism.
That's what they say.
Whenever someone says that, I always think, right, so countries that don't have a royal family then, like Ireland or France or America, no tourists ever go there then. Because tourists would go to the top of the Eiffel Tower, look out and go, oh, I don't know, it's not a bad view, but the lack of a monarch spoils it somehow.
Despite presenting itself as a charming and picturesque relic of the past, the royal family retains a ruthless grip on power in 21st century Britain. It presides over a corrupt and corrosive honours system that keeps tens of thousands of public officials in permanent obedience to the monarchy, all hoping for a knighthood or an OBE in return for a lifetime's loyal service.
These are the people who operate Britain's system of government. Judges, coroners, civil servants, police chiefs, permanent private secretaries, members of the secret services and privy councillors.
When I became a cabinet minister, I was made a privy councillor. You swear that you will protect the Queen from all foreign prelates, potentates and powers, and you will report on colleagues if they're disloyal and so on. And they read it to me, and I said at the end, I didn't agree. And they said, you don't have to agree. So I said, what do you mean? They said, we've administered the oath. Now, that phrase, the administration of oaths, which people would have heard, means you're injected with the oath. I've been injected with an oath.
The royals don't only use honours and oaths of allegiance to preserve their power. They use intimidation too, as Diana found to her cost. They demand absolute secrecy and loyalty from their subjects, and they stifle dissent.